Hi guys, it's Roxanne from RoxanneLynch.com. Hey, how's it going in your neck of the woods? So when you guys are popping in, definitely say hi. How's it going in your neck of the woods? This is really an exciting topic when I dig into this. And this is always been a big thing of mine, which is my brain space up here. And I know that when we can dig into it, we just can break through so many walls. We can just bust through so many amazing places, okay? So you guys know that my name is Roxanne Lynch. This is what I love to do. I love to pop into your world, give some ideas, give some stimulation, sometimes poke the bear a little bit, get excited so you guys can get some fresh results, get some more momentum, get some more traction, get some more results within your beloved businesses. Because within my team in social retail or your own beloved businesses, I know that there's enough success out there for everybody. So let's pop into this, because I believe that when we dig into this, when we dig into thoughts are not facts, okay, feelings are not facts. Opinions are not facts. When we can dig into this, we can just blow our businesses, we can blow our services, our coachings, whether you're in a direct MLM or you're a women's coach or you're a clothing consultant, because we know that if we can just believe a little bit within ourselves, the magic begins to happen. It just begins to come out of us at every pore, at a cellular level. All your little brain synapse gaps are just firing on like more than 100% on the cylinders. And we know when it comes to our businesses, it's almost, mindset is more important than skill set. You can have all the skills and talents in the world, but if you're, like my dad says, if your head isn't screwed on straight, then how can we be building a great business? How can we be building a better financial future, better relationships, a better marriage, better friendships, all those kind of great things? It begins from within, right? Would you guys mash some emoticons? Do you guys agree with that? Because all the readings that I have and all the coachings that I've ever taken and all the leadership training that I've ever received say it begins with the mindset. Okay, your mind has to be in the game. And if we think about this, we know it to be true that we have, it gives that vibe, it gives that impression of confidence and influence, and which all highly successful and happy people have. An uplifted heart, an uplifted spirit enables us to be better leaders, okay? And one of the main reasons why is when we have increased confidence within ourselves, we just ooze that. And you know what? A confident person is a creative person. A confident person looks at any roadblocks or any obstacles or anything that's making them stumble, maybe wince in pain. It allows those creativities to happen, because we don't take an obstacle as a roadblock. We just see it as something we have to move over and around or under or between to be able to get it done. We have that stick-to-itiveness and we want to get it done. So when we have that positivity, we have that extra energy, we have that confidence and creativity, which of course what happens? Our results go right through the roof, okay? We make better connections and better conversations. We have more confidence in that ability to be creative and thinking within our minds, how can we help this woman? So we have better connections, we have better communications, we have better follow-ups, we have more closures, therefore we have increased teammates and increased sales, okay? And we have happier team. Your team ultimately is happier because you're always replugging in, of course, as we know that the true work really begins is when that person believes in you enough and your business model enough that they're going to lay down that credit card, okay? That therefore begins the fun, okay? So don't let them down. So if we're thinking about in our mind sometimes, and knowing that our mind can actually, and our thoughts are our own worst enemies, when we're thinking that thoughts are facts, and that is false. Say that 5 times fast, okay? So we have to remember that it's our lack of belief in ourselves, it's the lack of our faith, our confidence, it's our hang-ups of our past self-limiting defeats that undermines us. So if we can dig into that, if we can unstick us, if we can get unstuck, if we can free ourselves to move forward, we're gonna have much more happiness within life and business and relationships. Okay, so 5 questions you can ask yourself. 5 questions you can ask yourself today before month end, so you guys can still make a significant difference within your beloved businesses. Is ask yourself these questions when it comes to yourself, your limiting beliefs or thoughts, your thought patterns that are creating your own inner roadblocks and obstacles. So you want to free yourself so you can move forward. Ask yourself the first question: how is this thought affecting my posture and my behaviors? Okay, how is this thought or this belief that you have running through your brain and poisoning all your other thoughts that might possibly be positive? How is this affecting your posture and your behaviors? Okay, that's the first question I want you guys to ask yourself. So the second question we're going to ask ourselves is, what are you doing to enable self-sabotage? What mind patterns, what habits that you're enabling and allowing yourself to have self-sabotage? Because if you're not having the belief that you can earn $500 a month in this industry, or you don't have the belief that you'll be able to stand on stage and speak, or you don't have that belief that you can create that course and help your team, or a cheat sheet or a PDF to get started easier, what are you having these mind thoughts that are creating that self-sabotage where you're shooting yourself in the foot? Okay, so the third question to ask yourself is, are you allowing yourself to use those as excuses within your life and your business? This is a really big one. Are you allowing yourself to use them as excuses within your life and your business? Are you allowing yourself off the hook? Because it's like, well, I did that before and look how that turned out. Or, I'm pretty sure she's going to say no, so it's just not a good time. Or now her kids are home, so I can't reach out to her right now. Now it's too close to bedtime. So what are you, these excuses that you're putting in front of yourself that are hindering your success within your life, your relationships, your business, your finances, all those kind of fun things? And you have to ask yourself, are those thoughts really real? That's question number 4. Are the thoughts real? Is this just an opinion? Is this just a thought? Is this just a figment of your imagination? Did your friend or a family member or a loved one tell you that idea and now you just accepted it as gospel? Are those thoughts real? Or are they just, it's just what you've always just done. You do the same old, you get the same old, and it's the habit, it's the rut, it's the repetition. Ask yourself that question number 4. Are these thoughts real? Okay? So, and then comes the fun part, of course, which is digging into it a little bit deeper. So, all the chatter that's going on in our head all the time, all the voices that are going on in our head all the time, we have to ask, are those past voices, are those past stories that are going on within your mind, are they still applicable to today? Are they real and applicable to your world right here and now and today? Or, have you changed, or have you grown, or have you moved forward where that was then and this is now? It's like that. It was a beautiful quote about a woman saying, hey, if you think that I've changed, allow me to reintroduce myself to you. Because, I'm not the same woman that I was last year on this day. And I think that is so very, very powerful. So those are some of the ideas I wanted to give you so you can come to recognize that thoughts, just like opinions, are not facts, okay? It's your past. It's a past family member. It's a past loved one. It could be a past boyfriend. It could be a past boss. What happened yesterday or what happened last month, last year, 10 years ago, 50 years ago, then that was then and this is now. And you are a brand new whole woman all over again today that is allowed to come to the table, okay? So the last ideas I want to leave with you guys is thinking about this. If we're applying this into our businesses, our relationships, whatever industry and facet you are in within our beautiful profession, is explore your ideas, okay? Ask yourself, what are my true strengths? And then also, what are my known weaknesses? Don't put down your imagined ones, okay? This is not imagination time. This is the real time, okay? So understand that thoughts are not facts. So write down what you know your strengths to be and what your known weaknesses are. And it's okay to have weaknesses. I certainly have lots of weaknesses. We all do. There's nothing such thing as perfection, but it is progress. So acknowledging them is then we get to pop the bubbles and address the elephant on the table, which is we get to then ask ourselves, number 2, which is what have we done that has worked for us in the past and what hasn't worked. So this is a great activity when we're thinking about your daily method of operation. What are you doing that works when you're working your business on Facebook? And what is a time waster and a sucker, but you do it out of pattern and habit, but it's not effectual for your business, okay? What have you done that has worked and then hasn't worked within your daily structure? Or it could be in conversations, it could be in your relationship, it could be in your finances, okay? So question number 3 is asking, what mistakes have you made and what lessons have you learned from them? Okay, we make mistakes all the time. We could have had a better conversation. You could have made that conversation better. You could have had a better follow-up. You could have been more creative. You could have been more thoughtful. You could have been more considerate. So what mistakes did you make? And then you have to note the lessons. If you don't note the lessons down and you do the mistake again tomorrow with a new fresh person, you're going to be shooting yourself in the foot. So self-reflection, after every phone call you have, every conversation you have, sometimes for me, even every video that I make, I go back, it's like, oh, okay, I could have said that better, and I actually write it down so I can have a better chance of communication. So the last question we're going to ask ourselves, when we're really driving home that fact that thoughts are not facts, they're just vivid imagination sometimes, and other people's opinions that really don't apply to our world and our business, okay? Which is, if we had to do it all over again, what would you have done differently? If you had to do it all over again, what would you have done differently? Again, it allows that creativity. It allows you to be positive. It allows that upper, higher energy, which of course then increases our results within everything within our beautiful life that we have, okay? So these are the things that I was thinking about today, because it is getting really close to month end, and I must have had, I counted on my page 46 messages go out today alone for congratulations. I think I made 5 images for my team and my friends, ranking senior team leader, silver, bronze, promoter. Like, it was just a beautiful gong show today. So there was just a lot of beauty and a lot of bliss and so much bliss going on in my world. So again, happy and thank you so much for popping in, and thank you for all the birthday messages. I really, really treasure them. And I'm still trying not to get thrown into Facebook jail and reply to all of them. So you guys have a fabulous afternoon. If you got some value, of course, sharing is caring. And drop your comments below, okay? So you guys have a fabulous one, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow on the sunny side of life. Okay, bye guys.